Church was great. Linda should be inside getting a nap. She was up at 5 o'clock this morning. She's not feeling well. We went to church, then we went and had breakfast, lunch, whatever you want to call it, at Serene Stockade, and here I am back in the office. This is the second time that I'm filming this. The first time things got a little skewed. Brandon came in cussing and fussing, and I'm not gonna put that out for public consumption. He's angry about a cart he's got over there. I did a pan around in here. I'm not going to do that again. This is going to be a fairly short vlog. The other one was about half an hour. But he's got his business license framed over there from the state of Oklahoma, and justifiably he's proud. I have church this evening at 6:30 if I go. The reason I say if, one of the problems I'm having right now is extreme pain in my legs and neck. It's hard for me to walk even with 2 walking canes. I'm going to do this vlog, and then I'm going to upload it, and then I'm going to call Nick out here and explain to him he bought him some stuff so he can watch television in his room. We think that he broke one of the wires to the internet connection in the other room. I've got them out here somewhere. We'll have to find the bag that's got them in it. If not, we can go get another one. Anyway, tomorrow, after I get up, I'll find a bowl of cereal or something to eat. Then I got to come out here and call the city of Hartshorn, get a hold of the court clerk, pay a fine for my brother Chris, and that gets a monkey stone, an anchor from around his neck. He's still in the hospital in Oklahoma City. He's doing so much better, but they've got to get him into a physical therapy rehabilitation center. I think they're wanting to do Jim Thorpe, and if they do that, he's going to be up in Oklahoma City till he's through with it, and that's about 10 days to 2 weeks. He's been in the hospital in Oklahoma City for a month, and prior to that he was over at the Indian Hospital in their hospital for a week, and prior to that he was at Fort Smith Baptist Hospital for I don't know how long, and they just didn't do a good job. They do a better job here. I'm just sorry they do. The social worker or the case manager at Oklahoma Integris, her name's Dana, I don't know her last name. She's trying to get Chris his Social Security. Because right now all he's got is Indian health care. And he might have Blue Cross Blue Shield. I don't know. I haven't spoken to him today. After I do this vlog and get it uploaded, or while it's uploaded, I'm going to call him. And I'm probably going to have to go in the van, go up to the corner at a higher elevation and call him from up there. We're down in a hole. I have a metal roof, plywood insulation and ceiling insulation in here to get through, and the cell tower's about 4 miles that way. That's for the US Cellular, and for the cheap phone it's that way about 20 miles. So it's hard to get to have a phone conversation. I don't even know how many bars I've got on here. Let me see. The smallest one. Let me look on this one. The smallest one. Yep. I'm gonna have to go up there. Up. It's taller than our house up on the corner, and go up there and make phone calls. I'll give you the anecdote, the story about this hat that I gave on the other vlog. As many of you might know, I didn't pay hardly anything for this hat. I won it in an auction on eBay. I won the hat band in an auction on eBay, and it's the cheapest hat I have. And I think I've got a total of $14 in it and the hat band. I actually gave more, no, it's $19. I gave more for the hat band than I gave for the hat. And it's a 5-ply beaver hat. It's a nice hat. It's just that I waited until the last minute and I won it by 1 penny over the guy that I was bidding against. Same deal with the hat band. I won it in an auction, and I don't remember all that. And the thing I like about it, that's actual buffalo horn right there. The rest of it's just plastic beads. But anyway, story on the hat, but I'm going to back way up about my dad. My earthly father was terrified of snakes. Even a garter snake, if he saw one, he'd kill it. He just went into a blind panic, and I've never understood that about him. But he wasn't scared of spiders. He'd pick up tarantulas and look at them. I don't know that any of my family knows that about him or not, but he was terrified of snakes. My youngest son, my brother Chris, and I had pet snakes when we were kids, and tarantulas, all that. My youngest son Chris had a pet pygmy rattlesnake that actually bit him when he was trying to feed it, and he had to end up going into the hospital in Oklahoma City for the antivenom. But Linda and I have a show we watch, and I'll get back to the hat, trust me, and then I'll have to close out. We watch a program called Dave's Little Beasties, and this guy collects spiders, tarantulas, and some smaller spiders, and anything arachnid, including scorpions, and he's got 1 or 2 giant centipedes. But his mantra is, be calm, be gentle, and love your spider. Well, I don't. I got up, okay, in the corner of my bedroom, and I need to take time, probably tomorrow afternoon, and clean it up, but I have cobwebs all over that corner. I cleaned it up a month or so ago and got rid of the spiders, but I was real stupid. I bought spider spray and sprayed the crap out of it, and it made me sick, made Linda sick. You couldn't breathe in there. This time all I'm going to do is take the hats down, clean the spiders out of them, kill the spiders, and clean the cobwebs up. They're all over my hats, all over my 30-30, all over my gun rack. Now I've got a gun rack on the other side of the bedroom that's got some more of my rifles and stuff. It doesn't have cobwebs all over it. And then I've got guns in here on the wall, and swords, and they don't have cobwebs on them. It's just that one area of my bedroom is covered in spiders. This morning when I got up, I haven't for the last couple of Sundays, but normally I wear this hat to church. I have an eye affliction. I'm allergic to the fluorescent light. I'm actually, the medication, 2 medicines I'm taking for Lazarus syndrome make me ill when I'm out in direct sunlight if I'm exposed very long. So I don't get a lot of sun. But fluorescent light, and in church I wear this hat and I wear these blind man glasses right here, and that keeps it so that and you notice it's dark in here. I've got one lamp on up there, and when I turn that on, it's really bright, and it bothers my eyesight. I've got macular degeneration, and it's getting worse, and so I have to watch myself and pay attention. I've got 3 sets of glasses that are prescription for it. They're not for far or near or stigmatism or that. They're for light density. And so these are the mildest ones I've got. The other ones that they sent me, I've got 2 pair of those. Just a second. I didn't have to sneeze after all. Jerry, I made the comment I could probably weld with them on. They're really black. And Jerry said, well, go do some welding. No, I'm not going to do that. But I thought that the guy that's my connection at ComNav 8 out of New Orleans is where I get all my stuff from, that he was being a joker, that there's some kind of fashion statement, but they're not. They have these side pieces that have little pinholes in them, but that is to keep the light from hitting my eyes, and I probably should be wearing them. I hate them. I'll just wear these, and I've got another pair of these somewhere. They're in my old issue, and I'll find them. And I've got another pair of light density prescription that are wraparound, and I don't know what I did with those. I think I gave them to somebody. I don't like, I guess it's a vanity thing with me, because it makes me feel like I'm a blind man, and the next step is getting a cane and walking around like that, and I'm not going to do that. Let me tell you something. A young man named Aaron got baptized today at church, and he's blind. He's 15 years old and gets around without a cane. He was born blind. I mean, he can see a little bit, shadows, and see that far from his eyes. Super sweet kid, and he gets around just fine. But there's always somebody that's got it worse than you do. And I love that young man. And but anyway, getting back to my hat before I get concluded on this, I got to see who that was. I got up this morning, took my meds, got dressed, got everything ready to go. It's chilly outside, put a coat on, and took a walking cane, reached up and got this hat down off the wall. In my spotlight, somebody had forgot to charge it, so I was having to use a flashlight. Well, when I shone it in the hat, there was a big old female spider with an egg sac attached to her. And I got her out and killed her, and then there was a male, I'm assuming it was a male, much smaller in my hat, got him out and squished him. Just used my thumb, bleep. I've got this fleece looking blanket on top of my side of the bed that now I have 2 dead spiders in it. I'll have to clean it out later. But I don't mind. Spiders don't scare me. I'm not afraid of them, but they have an affinity for me. I can be sitting in a room and a spider will be on the other side of the room, and my wife can attest to this, my children can. That thing will crawl all the way across the floor as fast as its 8 legs can carry it to get to me, you know, and I'll stomp on them and kill them. Been that way my entire life. But I do intend, I've been thinking about it, I'm going to talk to Linda about it, and she and I can have be partners on it. I want to see if I can find a small terrarium or aquarium, small one like, and watch this guy and build a habitat in it and get me a a tarantula, find one out in the wild. I used to pick them up and play with them all the time. It's not that big a deal. I just don't want to hurt it. Get it up and get it in a container and then get it into the terrarium. Now this guy uses a paintbrush, not a lot longer than that, uses the soft bristles to prod the spiders. I don't want to be raising them for egg sacs or any of that. I just thought it'd be cool to have one and get a tarantula and put some bark and some other things in there and get ready for it to be there. And put a little lid like this, that, or cut one of these and make a watering bowl out of it. But he does that, has a little bottle he sprays water in, or a sprayer, pump sprayer, and puts moss. It's easy to find moss around here. It's easy to find bark, all that stuff, especially here on the farm. We get that stuff all over the place. But I plan on doing that. Now, to a side note, I've never eaten a morel mushroom, never hunted them. It's a big thing. There's people that do it every year here and sell them. I'll try it someday. Probably got them here on the farm and in the property across the street. It's not something I'm interested in. Well, I'm going to get off of here. Know that this old crazy man loves you. I do. And I want you to remember that God does bless you. If you're above ground and not in a grave, He's blessing you. Remember it and thank Him for it. And like the sign there says, be kind. Be kind to everybody and anybody. Bye.